What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Attila and Zay video. Today we are coming at you from BGC, which is modern Manila, and that is what we're going to be exploring today, so let's go. If you guys have not seen our last video, we explored Old Manila and we had a great time. It was very beautiful, but we got a ton of comments and a ton of love, more than we have ever received since we've had this channel. Honestly, it is overwhelming. We appreciate you guys so much. I think this will be our very first time since we've had this channel that we're not going to be able to reply to every single comment, because so far we've replied to every single comment on our videos
ever.
Yeah, but this time there's just so many that we might not be able to, but just know that you're appreciated. We are reading your comments and all your suggestions, and this video is actually because of your suggestions. You guys really wanted us to come here and check out the BGC, and here we are, and today we're going to be going around and checking out the whole area.
In our last video we checked out Intramuros and we noticed a massive difference compared to Old Manila and New Manila. When we came down here, it is like being in a whole different city. It is really cool. We're so excited to check it out.
The first thing that we are going to be doing in today's video is looking for something to eat, because as usual we have not ate yet and it is very late. It's about 12 p.m. so we're going to look for something to eat, and we found this really interesting and cool cafe that apparently is one of the best ones here in the area, and we're going there to eat first.
We're going to be having our brunch here at Little Flower Cafe. It has amazing reviews, amazing pictures, so we decided to come check it out. I got an item from the Filipino favorites menu. It's called an eggplant torta and it smells delicious. It's basically a giant fried egg with a eggplant in the middle of it, topped with tomatoes, cucumbers, and onion and parsley. It smells so delicious. It costs 495 pesos. Let's give it a try. That's really good. Very strong eggplant flavor. Mixes so well with the eggs and everything. Very delicious.
I got something that I have a hard time pronouncing the name of, but I believe it's pronounced Ginatang Pusit. And pusit is like squid, and it's like crispy. And it also comes with some delicious looking squash and some very delicious looking green long bean. And I'm super excited to try it. And also comes with some kind of a Filipino fish paste. Let me just see the pronunciation one sec. Bagung is what it's pronounced like, I think. And I've never tried it before, so I'm really excited to try it. It looks really delicious and it smells very fishy and squiddy. That right there is like a crispy squid and a long bean. If you love squid and seafood, so delicious. The squash is amazing. Everything mixes so well together and it's so delicious. My meal cost 550 pesos. We just finished eating our meals at Little Flower Cafe and everything was extremely delicious. We both had really good meals, but I mean, service was amazing as well, I gotta mention. But it was a little bit more than what we would spend on a meal. Usually we're out there and eating street food and local foods and everything like that. And once in a while, once a month probably, we go out and try something a little bit more fancy like this one. And yeah, I mean, it's always delicious. How can you go wrong? But yeah, we're a budget travel channel though. There are also a lot of very delicious pastries and dessert options at Little Flower Cafe, but we did not get anything because we spotted something right across the street from Little Flower Cafe, which is something that we haven't tried or went to in a long time, about 6 months, and it's actually Tim Hortons. We used to go to Tim Hortons very often, I personally went to Tim Hortons every single day in Canada to get my coffee multiple times a day. And yeah, I mean, we haven't had it in 6 months because we've been traveling for 6 months, and this will be our first time having it. So we're gonna get a donut, celebrate, and just enjoy right now.
For anybody who doesn't know, Tim Hortons is a Canadian company, and that is why we are really excited about it. You guys, we promise this is not a food video. We're just really excited about Tim Hortons. After we're done here, we're gonna start exploring the city. Can I please get one maple cream donut and one Boston cream donut? They each cost 60 pesos, and I got the classic Boston cream, one of my favorite donuts in Canada. Let's try it. Just as good in the Philippines as it was in Canada.
I got a true Canadian classic, the maple cream donut, and it looks so delicious and so amazing. And I love maple, so it smells really good and it tastes so good. Amazing.
The best thing about going to Tim Hortons in a different country like the Philippines right now is that you see items you don't usually see on your menu back home. For example, I saw a donut with bacon on it. I've never seen that before. BGC is known for a lot of its murals and artwork and tall buildings. Right now we're gonna go to a street that's gonna have a few different murals on it. It's on 28th Street. Let's go.
Walking around the BGC reminds us a lot of Toronto with all its tall buildings, the streets, and everything like that. It's very much resembling Toronto, and we feel right at home here. It's incredibly safe, and there's a lot of shopping. You can have all the big shops, you have malls, and a lot of delicious restaurants to try. We have made it to 28th Street, and as you can see, there are already a couple of murals right in front of us right here. And I think that we're going to be doing a B-roll sequence right here to show you guys all of the cool murals that we come across. So let's go.
As you guys saw, there's a ton of beautiful artwork all over the BGC. Right now, we're gonna slowly make our way over to a memorial and cemetery of American soldiers from World War II. I believe that's what it is. So let's start walking there right now.
While we're here in Manila, we're actually staying a little bit further from the BGC. We're staying in Sampaloc, that's what the area is called, and that's where our hotel is. And I gotta say that there is a very, very crazy contrast between that area and this area. I mean, when we're there, it kind of feels a little bit less safe than it does here. Here, like I said, it's almost like Toronto. It feels completely safe. But in the Sampaloc area, I'm not sure if I would have Zay walking by herself at night or myself. It's a little bit less safe and a little bit more, how do I put it? A little bit more sketchy. That's the right word to use. But yeah, we are enjoying this area a lot. And if you guys are coming to Manila, make sure you look up which areas are safe and where to stay, because there are some areas that are not necessarily as safe as others. So just do your research before coming here. Walking around the BGC, we see a lot of really nice spaces, like some places to come and have your lunch, for example, or just sit and relax. We see a lot of green spaces, and here's a really cool space right here. I believe it's called the Sun Life Amphitheater, and it's very cool. I'm sure they have events here once in a while, but it's just nice to see that there's places where people can come, have their lunch, or just hang out and enjoy. One thing that we noticed walking around the BGC is that there are a lot of very cool benches like this one, and some of them are like vegetables, and it's just interesting to see all the different kinds and the creativity that is involved into doing them and putting them up. This is our second vlog from the Philippines, and if you guys watched the first vlog, you know that we got caught in the rain and we had activities planned that were outdoors, but we had to switch it up and go inside. And it seems like that might be the case right now because it's already sprinkling and the weather says it's going to be raining, and the weather says it's going to rain every single day, but it doesn't always rain, and if it does, it's usually not all day, it's just a little bit. So hopefully we get lucky and it's going to be quick and we can explore outdoors. We have made it to the memorials, and as you can see, it did end up raining, and we took a little bit of a break in Starbucks until the rain stopped. But here are the memorials right now. I'm walking through the fields, and unfortunately Zay was not let in because of what she was wearing, and it's really unfortunate because it would be nice for her to come in and also experience this. But I guess I'm just gonna walk through it by myself and show you guys. You can see all of the names over here, and they are categorized by letter right here. So you can see that this is the J, and all the other rows as well. And there are thousands upon thousands of crosses over here. Some of them are gonna be burials with actual bodies, and some of them are just the names because a lot of the people in World War II are lost or have not been found, so it'll be just their names. But you can see the rows over there. This area is absolutely massive. There are so many thousands of crosses and names. It's absolutely crazy. The grounds around here are actually really well maintained. It's really nice and peaceful, and walking around here is just surreal of how many people we have lost in war in the past, and even right now there are just so many people that we're losing to war. And it really sucks that we don't really learn from these things, and war keeps going on. It's very sad, and it's just sad to be losing lives for whatever reason the war is going on for. It's not worth it. It would be nice if we could just all be in peace and living in peace, but obviously that's always something that we wish that would happen, and hopefully in the future it will happen. The war memorial here takes up 155 acres, which is absolutely a massive area. And like I mentioned, when you're landing with the plane, you can actually clearly see all the crosses and everything, and you can actually see the planes landing right now in the background, and you can see and get an actual scale of how big this place is, and it's absolutely massive. Something that we clearly did not know about visiting this memorial is that you have to cover every part of your body. Like Zay is pretty well covered, except her stomach is showing a little bit because she's wearing like a crop top type t-shirt, and we did not know that, so she was unable to come in here with me, but she could still see it from the outside, I guess. And we've seen pictures online, of course, but it would have been nice to know that we can't come in. And also, when you come inside, they make you read a whole list of rules. Like obviously you can't walk on the grass, and you can't be in here and be loud, or kids can't be playing. They say it's not a playground, obviously. And yeah, they just make you read a bunch of rules, make sure you understand, and then you can enter and pay respect to all the soldiers and walk the grounds.
So we tried to enter the cemetery, and they told me I'm not allowed inside because of what I'm wearing, and apparently crop tops are not allowed. But I would assume if you're not going to let me in for what I'm wearing, you would not let anybody in wearing short shorts. And I watched them let a girl inside who's wearing shorts up to here, and that's okay, which I find pretty upsetting because I'm more covered up than she is, and I wasn't allowed inside, and that really upset me. But anyways, we came here because we wanted to check out this memorial. It's there to honor the US soldiers who died during World War II, as well as Filipino soldiers as well, but it's mostly American soldier graves. There's over 17,000 graves. There's 36,000 plaque tablets with missing people's name on them that happened during the war. So it's a really interesting and cool place to come and check out if you are in Manila.
So we are done exploring the memorial, and right now, since it's spitting again, it's starting to rain, we are gonna go to the Venice Grand Canal Mall and check that out because it's really close by, and at least we're gonna stay dry in there.
I know in our last video we mentioned that we don't usually go to shopping malls.
We usually don't like to show malls in our videos because every mall around the world is basically the same.
But the rain has gotten our way once again, but also a lot of you guys gave this as a suggestion in the comments to check it out, so we're here to check it out.
This mall is called Venice Grand Canal Mall, and it is quite unique because, as you can see, the architecture on the outside of the mall is kind of like Venetian architecture, and inside the mall it has something really cool that we're about to show you.
We've been to a lot of shopping malls. Sometimes we go and check them out in different countries off camera when we're just having our own time. And this has to be one of the coolest places that we've checked out so far. I love the Venice theme. I love how beautiful it is. I love how they could like combine the outdoor with the indoor mall, so you get both parts as you're walking around. It's not all indoors. I'm loving it. It's so nice.
The main attraction of this mall would be obviously the Venice theme. You could see all the Venice themed facades outside, and also obviously the biggest attraction here is the canal, as per the name of the mall. And you can see that you can actually get a boat ride here, but it is unfortunately raining right now, so we can't do that. But there's a massive canal running all around the mall over here, and you can get a ride in those boats. And the Venice theme is just awesome, and there's also a lot of beautiful lights up there, which would be amazing to see at nighttime. It's probably all very nicely lit up and everything like that. So this is definitely a very cool place to come and hang out and check out during rainy times, just like we've been experiencing with Zay. And yeah, honestly, it is very beautiful to come here and hang out and shop if you have money and time.
Or you just want to come check it out anyways. That's it for today's video. We just want to say thank you guys. We hit 10,000 subscribers in the Philippines, and we could not have done that without all of you. We appreciate you guys so much. Please leave a like on the video, leave a comment if you have any other suggestions, and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next one.